Hey guys, this is Simon from Fateless. Really cool video today. I'm going to show you how we are continuously improving the game. A lot of people have said, I've seen Reddit posts, this game doesn't look great yet. It doesn't look like this other finished game that I see in terms of animation, in terms of the environments. That's because we're not a finished game. We're showing you under the hood as we're developing the game. Today, I'm going to show you some stuff which you never would have seen if we'd just shown you a finished piece. It's how we are improving our art design, how we're improving environments, rigs, how we're improving animations and VFX. All of those different elements which come together really give you the polish of a finished product. And right now, it's kind of like a stage-by-stage iteration to really hit that level of perfection that we want. And obviously, by the time it gets to a release, you guys are going to see it just polished. So it's very unusual for a game dev studio like us to be showing you a whole bunch of the stuff along the way. By the way, if you still want to sign up to the beta, you can. I'll put the link down below. Well worth getting involved in that if you're interested in seeing the game kind of like pre-release, I guess. And there will be some benefits to doing that as well for the people that get involved. So let's talk then about environments. Now, I showed you some stuff last week around this kind of like gym. We call it a VFX gym that we're getting together. But what you can see in the background is some of the different work we're doing in terms of environmental lighting, VFX, that type of feel that you would get when you're actually in a battle with an environment that's kind of like close to done. It's still not done. We should have some updates on the environment for this one next week without all of the kind of like UI over the top. So this is an example of us going in and doing like a more like a finished piece on environments and some of that work. Let me show you a couple of new designs. So I'm not going to call out who they are. I'm trying not to leak as much. I get told off. But basically, this is the type of vibe we're going for some of our finished pieces. You would have seen 3 example samurais a couple of weeks ago if you watch all the videos. And now you're kind of seeing, right, let's take this through to finished model in terms of what we want our 3D guys to do. Just massive amounts of detail, amounts of call outs to the faction that we're trying to portray. And, I think in terms of our visuals, almost like month on month, we're raising the bar and the art team are just really getting the vibe that we're looking to go for. Last week, I showed you some of the different changes we're doing to rigs as well. That means that we're going to have more body types and therefore more diversity of heroes. Another example of a new rig that is being developed right now is our giant rig. So we've got a number of giants that we want to build. And this is a piece of work here that Dane has done. Just basically a draw over of a concept we've got for one of our characters. But then the draw over relates to the giant rig and the type of things we're looking to have. The smaller heads in proportion to the body, the absolute massive hands, the massive feet, the shorter kind of, I guess, shin bones and stuff like that you'd expect from a giant. The really big torso, the wide shoulders. So yeah, all of these different things enable us to then have another group of diverse heroes, which is actually super cool. What we want people to do is think, damn, I really, really want to collect that hero because they look really sweet. And then obviously they've got a great kit and that type of stuff as well. So next I want to show you some stuff that you probably never would have noticed, okay? But it actually makes a massive difference to the final polish of a game. So what we've done is we've put mouth bags in behind the teeth and stuff, and we've got eyelids and eye function now on our characters. So an example here, this is pre-change for Herc in his idle pose, just giving it the heavy breathing. Okay, not much going on. Post-change, some character in the face and a bit of a smirk with the mouth and a blink. As I say, it's minuscule. But if one of the comments we've had so far is like, some of these eyes look lifeless. They look lifeless because the face has not got the expression yet that you would expect from a finished piece. And because the eyes are just constant stare and straight. Obviously, that's not going to feel lifelike. So all of those bits of polish are now starting to come through. Another example, and this is more pronounced, I guess, is this is the idol breaker for Hercules. He gives it this kind of like, yes, cheering to the crowd. Look how cool I am, right? Now let's see it with the changed mouth bag and eye movement. And awesome work here by Brandon and Dan and the team, by the way. But the difference is humongous in terms of the feel. And those small touches kind of move us from, you know, basically indie studio to AA. You know, that type of feel within the game is actually huge when it comes to, yeah, the emotion that someone's going to get when they use these different characters. Another good example here is we're starting to get some of Hell's animations come back. And again, just the quality of movement, quality of cape, you know, all of these things are what I think are going to set us aside from really this kind of like tranche of games in this space. And it's really important to me, like having a great finished piece is what we're all signing up for, right? It's why we went out and got investment. It's why we wanted to make this game. Very similar to anything else that I've been involved with. It's like, we want to be best in class. Okay, so again, if we look at the kind of roster screen, you can start to see some of the stuff going in. So we've got skills going in. We've got kind of like nice little transitions to the upgrade screens. Yeah, all of that stuff is starting to get put into game. None of it is like absolutely finished, but you can start to see some of the work we're doing now in the build. Obviously, generally when I'm showing you stuff, I'm showing you the demo. Some of the shaders around skin are being improved and around textures and stuff. None of it's finished, of course, but you know, all of these things are being worked on because we know it's really important. You know, we did have a real separation of the face to skin for Aphrodite. That's been improved quite a lot. Again, still work to be done, but rest assured, it is really important to us to have a great finished visual. So, you know, you can see here in the roster screen, we're doing a decent amount of work, but still plenty to do. She doesn't have the new eyes and stuff going on yet, and obviously that's to come. Lastly, I just want to show you how we're improving our VFX. So, you know, Odin here, unleashing his ultimate against people. Again, it's not a finished piece. It's actually, you know, still a work in progress, but this is the level of quality that we're trying to hit, especially with legendary heroes, with their ultimate abilities. You know, that kind of like almost three elements to it. It's like the build up into the hit, and then that kind of like residual payoff. And that's what we want from the feeling within our game. So tons of stuff, honestly, tons of stuff we've spoken about there in terms of things we're doing to continuously improve the feel of the game, the quality that you guys are going to be playing. And it's really important to me. It's really important that we come out with a product which is, you know, at least to the level that we see right now. But honestly, I want it to be better than the level we see right now in the genre. So look, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like it and share it with your friends, all that type of stuff. Maybe make a post on Reddit to say they are improving. Anyway, I've been Hellhades. No, Simon from Fateless, and I will see you soon.